well, so I just recorded a video and my GoPro setup failed me. It only recorded 23 seconds. I don't know what happened there, but we'll try it again. So I'm on my drive home. You guys missed the part where I was showing what the Autopilot does on a 2-lane highway. So anytime you have one lane in each direction, and I believe it doesn't matter if it's a divided or undivided highway, Autopilot limits you to 5 miles over the posted speed limit. So as long as that drive was, you know, one lane in each direction, I was unable to activate a speed higher than 70 miles an hour because speed limit was 65. So as soon as it split into two, I was able to change it to 77 miles an hour. So that's something that some of you may or may not know about Autopilot in Teslas. There is a 5 mile over the speed limit for one lane in each direction. Outside of that, I was talking about the stereo again. Let me see if this is recording. Yay, it is recording. Okay. So outside of that, I was talking about the subwoofer in this car. Somebody posted that the Model S, the old Model S, has a subwoofer in the driver trunk well, and there is no subwoofer in the well of this car, in the driver's side. Then somebody posted this subwoofer in the passenger well of the old Model S. And I looked over there and I didn't see a subwoofer there either. So I don't know if anything's different. Maybe there is a subwoofer in the old S's. I don't have one, so I couldn't tell you. But the new S, I don't see one in the driver or the passenger well. I think this subwoofer kind of sounds like a combination of ported and sealed. I don't know. A lot of times I think that sealed tight sub performance is coming from the mid-bass drivers. I believe it's mid-bass. I don't think there is a subwoofer in this car, and if there is, I can't find it. And that explains why it's nice and tight to a point, and past that it becomes kind of a ported sound. It has that sloppiness to it where it's not very accurate. It's not super tight. You guys are in for a treat here. It's very scenic right here. So at least you get that. I don't need this anymore, so let's bring that up. Let's go in Autopilot again. You guys will see how it handles some curves here. It doesn't do very well. It brakes. It does it, but it brakes. It won't do it at 77, that's for sure. So back to the sub. The Model 3 always sounded like it was a sealed enclosure. It was very tight. It never really got sloppy, even in the sub bass. And I can't say that it had a whole lot of sub bass, but it never got sloppy. I could turn it up to 11. You know, Elon's little thing where it goes from 1 to 11. The little space balls, his nod to space balls there. You can actually turn it up to 11 without it distorting. This car starts to distort around 9-10. And I don't think I've ever really taken it to 11. It does get a little bit louder, so maybe that's where the 950 watts comes in, but it does get sloppy towards the end. So I don't think it has a subwoofer, and if it does, I don't know where it is. It's not under the seats. Let's see, there it's braking. The car is braking. It's still on Autopilot. It went to 68, 69, trying to handle these turns, which are rated for 60. I don't think it's doing that based on speed limit, because speed limit is still posted as 65 on the dash. Let's see how it does here. We're at 73, 74. Let's see if it brakes. And no, it did okay. It's still not going 77 as I'm telling it to. Oh, and another side note here. I must have, my ADHD is going wild here. Another side note is this drive here, they do a lot of hot weather testing. I see BMW, a lot of Porsche, a lot of BMW, and Rolls-Royce. I see Nissans out here. And I think I've seen some Hyundais. But it's pretty cool. I get to see cars that are testing that are not out yet, and they're all in full camo. And sometimes they're in a train where there's a lot of them that are camouflaged, and then a few that are not, that are like support vehicles. I've had one time I saw them hot weather testing a BMW M car, and I had an M4 at the time. So I came up to them and I did a, you know, the good old shave and a haircut where you go, and they actually honk back, and that was pretty cool. You know, a little M camaraderie going. Oh, I've seen Harley Davidson hot weather testing. The last one that I've seen was a train of the latest Pan Am models. Harley Davidson came out with kind of like a touring road bike. I don't know what exactly, how else to describe it. It's kind of like the Honda, shoot, what is that? I forgot what they're called. Like the Triumph Scrambler, the Honda, shoot, the name escapes me. But I believe it's called the Pan Am, the Harley Davidson Pan Am. So that's my interesting side note. Hope you guys all have a good weekend. We still have a lot of smoke here from the fire, so let's see. I'm playing David Cutter here. The David Cutter tracks don't have any DRM issues. I should not have any issues with strikes. But there we go. So I'll turn the stereo up a little bit, and we will. I hope you have a good weekend. Hope this video comes out okay. First time breaking out the GoPro. Bye.